CPUs, buying computer CPUs and putting it in there, and we just running everything. It looks like an octopus in there. So if you come over and take a look, you know, you guys can see it's in bad shape.
Thank you for that additional information, Chief Collington. So if there are no other additions from the staff in terms of painting this bleak picture of these 11, almost 12-year-old servers, I want to open it up to questions from my colleagues in the last 3 minutes that we have here. Councilmember Brown.
I'm really not going to comment on everything, but this is going to be really, really quick. Yes, our systems are antiquated. We need to come into the 21st century. So that's definitely supported, you know, by the technology. My only question that I have with this is the estimated labor is $6,250. So there's no breakdown there to say, hey, here's the amount of hours, here's the hourly cost. So that's just the question for me in terms of how did he get to the $66,250? And we may not be able to answer, you know, like right now, but would like for that to be answered.
Yeah, great point, Councilmember Brown. Can Mr. Charnovich or anyone else on the team provide any details? And if not, is it possible to just reach back out to NTI for just a breakdown? I know it's estimated, could be lower. They tend to quote worst case scenario, but if you could provide us with some information, that would be helpful.
Yeah, Mayor, I'm taking some notes now and I can do that. No problem.
Thank you. And then as soon as Mr. Tonelli mentioned ARPA, my eyes went to Councilmember Brown because she's the one who's always like, ARPA. Want to get thoughts from the council if there would be agreement using that for a one-time capital cost. Because it's not in the budget. I know there's some capital improvement dollars in there, but this definitely was not anticipated. Councilmember Brown?
Yes, I think we should go to the operating budget. I don't think we should use the ARPA money. That's my take on it.
Thank you.
But I will definitely, you know, listen.
Yeah.
To whatever the team decides.
And then if not, you're going to say ARPA. Okay. Thoughts, Councilmember McBride? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
It's fine with me. We can use the capital budget or ARPA.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we want to go ahead and move to a vote tonight, my recommendation would just be go ahead and pull it from ARPA. It's a one-time expense. But again, I defer to you guys and want to get your input. So at least when we go to vote, we're all on the same page in the 7 o'clock meeting. So thank you for that, Councilmember. Councilmember Blunt.
I don't think we should pull it from opera either.
Thank you for that. Councilmember Rout.
I am willing to go with the majority, but I do think that we need to consider using ARPA for things like this. This is why it exists. But I'm willing to, you know, yield to the majority. It's a one-time cost. There's not going to be like change orders or go back. And really for like systematic upgrades for services for the town, which this is connected to our 911 system, we should consider this one-time cost.
Thank you for that, Councilmember Rout. I was of the same mindset, just in the interest of time, unless Mr. Tonelli, if you can, between now and the next meeting, provide some savings. I mean, we're so early on in the budget. Fiscal year started July 1, so we've got one complete quarter down. So we don't have a true assessment yet of where things are going to be under or over, since we're kind of not fully at that midway point. So
and I always worry about too the winter months. I mean, we got hit pretty hard a couple of years with weather-related emergencies, which hit the budget. I feel like I have more breathing room after like the end of February, if anything. That's just my take on, but I mean, I'll take any direction from the council. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, and Mr. Tinelli, I'm also thinking about from past years when it came to major capital purchases, the trend has always been from your standpoint not to spend before March, just because at that point in
Yeah.
time, now we've only got a few months left in the fiscal year. So we have a better sense of where we're going to